Hey everyone, the Beard Baron here with the golden rule for keeping your beard. Now this is a piece of advice that goes back to my very first video. I think that was back in February of 2014 when the Beard Baron YouTube channel started. And this is something that I've dealt with for years now, of people always messaging me about, oh, I lost my beard, or this happened to my beard. So many comments, emails about that. And so I've kind of shared this idea over the course of many years, but I never really made an actual video about it where I feel like I could really just direct people to this one video of the golden rule for keeping your beard. And it's that motto of, and I'm gonna share it right now, is you need to remember this and have this in the back of your head when you're questioning yourself, questioning your beard or what you're doing with it. When in doubt, grow it out. Now, I can't tell you how many times this has personally saved my beard over the course of the years and how many times you guys have reached out and be like, this is like the best piece of advice you could give a beardsman. I would just want to reiterate this. When in doubt, grow it out. Because there's going to be certain times while growing your beard, you are going to be indecisive, you'll be impulsive. And indecisive, impulsive never work well for almost anything in life, and especially for your beard, because once you trim it, cut it, lose it, it's kind of a hit. And leave a comment down below if you know exactly what I mean. When you lose your beard, it is somewhat devastating. It's a day ruiner for sure. So I've developed this kind of safeguard for when you get to that indecisive kind of mark, or you're starting to question your beard or where the direction of your beard's going, because you will encounter, bad beard days where your beard doesn't look right, maybe some self-conscious issues about your beard, how you look, especially if you're growing out your beard for the first time. There's awkward stages that go along with it, and you might be questioning of whether or not it looks good or not. These are the times when I imply this rule of you count out the amount of weeks you've been growing out your beard. So for example, say you've been growing out your beard for 3 months, which is typically a kind of a rough time for a lot of beardsmen of growing out a beard, especially for the first time, because things are still kind of strange. But say you're at 3 months, and that's how many weeks? That's 12 weeks. So if you have this kind of thought when you look in the mirror, say, I think I'm gonna shave my beard or trim my beard, or I don't like my beard, I wanna get rid of it. I always tell guys, take however many weeks you've been growing it and wait that many days before you actually do any course of action to your beard, or mustache for that matter. So like I said, 3 months, that's 12 weeks. So say you're in the mirror, you said, I don't like my beard. You say, okay, I've been growing my beard for about 12 weeks, so I'm gonna give myself 12 days before I do anything. And if that 12 days comes and you still wanna do something to your beard and chop it off, shave it off, or whatever, by all means, go ahead, but give yourself a fighting chance, because it's always amazing how a little bit of time can change your perspective. And this goes for a lot of things in life. I'm not gonna get super philosophical or motivational here, but a little bit of time to think things through, to things to pass, to things to calm down a bit, you'll be amazed at how your perspective will change with a little bit of time. And this is very true with a beard. Believe me, I've done it so many times where I've looked in the mirror and said, oh, I don't know about this, I'm gonna trim it. And next thing you know, you trim a little too far and then it's gone. This happened to me back in about the 2012 era, between 2012 and 2013. I lost a couple of beards just because of the fact I was growing out. I thought it was a little awkward, made an instinctual, just kind of reactive decision to cut it, and it ended up in disaster. So I don't want you guys losing your beards just to that whole indecisive kind of thing. So when you do go for that trim, or you gotta be very deliberate about what you're doing, set goals. But the golden rule, when in doubt, grow it out. If there's no 100% I'm all for this, you've given yourself the time, don't do anything to it. And you'll be amazed at what kind of difference this makes for you. And I'm gonna let you in a little secret. This applies very well to a lot of things in life as well. Go into everything with as cool as a head as you possibly can. Give yourself your time to digest certain situations. But for your beard, when in doubt, grow it out, can serve you extremely well. And if this has been an important kind of thing for you, and you've gone through a lot of, I would say escape losing your beard because of this kind of advice, definitely drop a comment down below. And if you have some sort of advice that you'd give a new beardsman, or any beardsman for that matter, let me know what you guys think, because this is a really important thing. I don't want to get those emails. It's brutal to read when I get an email or a comment. It's like, I lost my beard, I lost my mustache, and it's like, you didn't lose it at the park bench or back at the restaurant, you know what I mean? It's those little moments of weakness or kind of doubting yourself or doubting your beard, and it usually leads to quite a consequence. So when in doubt, grow it out. And if you're thinking about cutting it, give yourself as many days as weeks that you've been growing it to make an actual decision. Don't be impulsive. And if you are going to trim, go in with a very clear goal and stick to that goal. And if you start getting out of hand, just stop. So guys, as always, I love getting on here talking to you, sharing these kind of things that you might benefit you. Hopefully it does. And if this has been of a help of you, definitely leave a comment down below. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Check out thebeardbaron.com for all your premium beard care and mustache care needs. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon, but until then, take care.